Good morning. Timbo Coper, good morning. How you guys doing today? We are here. Max is already getting his woof on. Woof. Bright and early this morning. What doing, Maxie? He's like, I know you're talking about me. He said, I know you're talking about me over there. He's calling something out. A little growl, a little growl. Market kind of expanding here overnight. You know, going to be tough to find a spot to enter without a pullback. Ideally speaking, if we could pull back kind of into this area. We could pull back into this area. Don't know. We do got London down there. 850 is quite a ways away. I don't think that happens. You know. That would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. Morning, Robert. Previous day high is too close for a pullback. Yeah, I agree. Previous day high right there, 970. You're hoping for a pump and dump to trap all the longs. I don't know. We're so bullish, Coper. We're so bullish right now. Unless we get a Judah swing down at open, I don't know. Like, if we don't get a Judah swing down at open, then I don't know that we're going down. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But who knows? We shall see. Room beats is short, yo. Good morning, Robert. We'll see what we get. Let's check the news. I don't think there is anything. Guys, remember, it is also, like, is it quad witching, triple witching? I don't know what it is. Some witching today. Got a little bit of 10 a.m. news. Not looking like it's going to do anything, though. Morning, Clarity. Tech T in the house. You know, lots of slippage. That's weird. I am on Ninja today on my funded, so we'll see. 15 minutes setting up. Heavy news next week. What's 15-minute doing? Oh, I need to put this on the right chart. Yeah, I guess kinda. Kind of are rounding out at the top here. What's up, Dale? So, man, do I like the 50 EMA touch anymore? I don't normally take these pre-market, but we have not had a touch since the cross down here. I was looking at taking a long here, and I had my limit resting there, and it missed me by a point. So, 21,709 TP. Man, 300 points lower? I mean, could be. We do have a daily gap down there as well. Where's the gap? We do have a gap down here. Let's make sure I'm marking it out correctly. Yeah, pretty much. That would put us back down in the new day opening gap. So I can see why you'd be targeting that area. Potentially. It could happen. It could happen. What do they say? Like 80% of the time the gaps get filled intraday. Trump and pumps. The Trump and dump. Our first 1 minute 300-point candle. Good luck, room. I hope you get it. As long as I'm not in a long when it happens. As long as I'm not in a long, we'll be all right. Mancini says he's not trading today, by the way. All the levels have already been smashed for the day. Woo, look at that pump. Look at that pump. I just see this big green boner candle over here on the other chart. We have that data high from the FOMC at 22.082. It's not that obvious, but it is there. He won't be trading today unless we take out 59.79 to 82 again. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Previous day high in the crosshairs. Where's the previous day high at? 22.097. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. Good morning, Amelia. How you doing? Yeah, huge run up, like 300 points. 300 points. Yeah, just ripping up here. 22.082 looks like it's probably on deck. At least. Looks like it just might be just going to pump into open. Like it's just going to pump. If it goes straight up to 70, do we just press the buy button? I don't know. Do we just press the buy button? Matty Matt, don't be giving back any of those sweet profits that you posted. Don't be giving back any of those sweet, sweet profits. You're not trading anymore today? Perfect. That's a great idea. We will be taking the 15-second opening range. It will be on a Take Profit Trader eval. Need to practice discipline. Yeah, me too. I want to get 5. I want to start off, hopefully next week on Monday would be nice. 5 150K Take Profit Trader accounts. And I want to use the 15-second opening range with the 5 150Ks because... What is the max contract size on the 150K? Anybody know? Max set up. Max is never wrong. That's right. Good morning, Rob. What's the max position size? Is it 8? I thought it was more than that. Need to find out. Oh, let's go, Manny Matt. 2 free ones. Can't argue with that. Let's see if I can figure it out. Someone said 8. It's not that I don't believe you. That seems low, though, Francis. That says 15. Yeah, you can use 15 minis on the 150K for Take Profit Trader. So that's the reason why I want to use that. Because if you can go 15 minis, and I can use that 15-second opening range trade, max contracts... You know, you got to make 9K anyway to pass and then 45 to get to payout. Then at 15 minis, that's what, $300 a point. So it's around 900, basically call it 1,000. 1,000 take profit, 1,000 stop loss. Get there pretty quickly. What up, Pine Tree? Good morning. Good morning. Well, yeah, Coper. Well, the 15-second strategy, if it stops you out, that's okay. You just take the $900 loss. You'll see. I mean, how I'm doing it on this 50K is 5 minis, 3-point trailing stop, no target. So some days you're going to get, if you had 15 minis, some days you're going to get $2,000-$3,000. Some days you're going to get stopped out for 900. It's just what it is. I don't know. What do you mean, Black Beauty? I have no idea. Stock Tiger was on last night. Pine Tree, do you know anything about Stock Tiger? I have no idea what happened with him. Something happened? I have no clue. He got a warning from YouTube. I knew that. Yeah, I don't know beyond that if anything else happened. I have no idea either. I'm not sure. I have to look. Fill us in. Word is going around. He made his chat super strict now and people are losing it. I don't know. I heard him losing it on somebody last night. Was that last night? I heard Stock Tiger going a little crazy on somebody last night because they told him not to short. Was that last night or was that the night before? Might have been the night before. They told him not to short, and then there was a big like 80-point candle to their downside. He made like $3,000 in a minute. So I don't know. And he was like, "You don't deserve my time." But I don't know. I don't know. Other than that, I don't really know. Stock Tiger become a nun. I doubt it. So, Room, that's a pretty good candle at the 25-minute candle there. There were trolls in his chat and he was banning people. In his defense, the one person was like, "Why don't you listen to me? I'm always right." Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I don't really have too many people in my chat that are trolls, I don't think. Some people come in occasionally, but I'm a pretty thick-skinned person because of the business that I was in previous. So, you know, I don't really care if people say something to me, but yeah, that just means you're doing something right, I guess, if you got trolls in there. That's what you know, you're doing something right. Room's a trolling mod. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you tell off-color jokes, but that's your trolling? Yeah. Who wants to test me with my new power, says Matty Matt. That's funny. Matty Matt, I've timed out a mod before. Who was that mod? Was it Naz the Dragon? It wasn't Naz, was it? Was Naz ever a mod? I think he was for a minute. Just because he was like trying to send me something. So design, I think it's because, like, you know, well, 0 Day J, people troll him because of his trading. You'll be required to answer a riddle. Yochi. Every day he would come in and tell you how to trade. Yeah, that was Naz the Dragon, or either Take Profit Tom, or maybe not Take Profit Tom. I am not ICT or whatever. They are masturbating and faking shorts right now. Yeah, the ICT guy. Yeah. I don't care though. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. Woo! Come on. I wanted that to happen at open. It could be Jamie. No, Naz does have a new name. I did know what it was, but I don't know what it is now. There's one YouTube I know that can piss off super fast. You'll pop in and drop a dumb comment. I will tell you guys, I did go into 0 Day J's stream as my alt on my alt account one time just to mess with him. I did do that. I went into his, I was like in there saying trolling stuff, and Jay was like, "What? Come on, man, really?" And he never knew it was me. He never knew it was me. It was when Husk was down a few months ago. I was like, let's go into Jay's chat under an alt name and troll him a little bit. Had a little good time with him. Got his little blood pumping a little bit. So, yeah, it was funny. Jay was in there like, "What, bro?" It was hilarious. Going to Nutty Stream and say, "Take a trade already." Oh, Zabak got timed out. That's funny. All right, guys, 1 minute till open here. I mean, this was my target, obviously. So I don't know if we can get, I mean, obviously can't get a pullback now. You'll say, "I don't know why you don't just use the VWAP. Everyone uses it," and he explodes. I used to do that to Ratlord because Ratlord doesn't like he didn't use the VWAP either. He didn't like it. Go into his stream and say, "Hey, man, we just bounced off the VWAP. We just bounced off the VWAP." That sucks that we ran that before open even happened. Now you might get the pullback. And we got, I don't know. Yeah, design, of course. But you got to be able to, I mean, if you're streaming, you got to be able to just take that stuff and not worry about it. I don't know. Now we might dump it open, but now we've took buy side, so I don't even know. You know, here's the 15-second candle. God dang it. Can't even get it in there. All right. Got it in. Tagged in long, which I probably would not have guessed, and stopped out right away. Tagged me in, stopped me out, and is running. Yeah, exactly, Black Beauty. All right, that lost. That's why I only took it on eval today. I wasn't confident in today's trade. The bigger stop, it would have worked today, but that's not how I do it. No offense, but I'm not taking advice from the chat. Yeah. I mean, do we just continue higher here is the question. I really don't know. I have no idea. So starting off the day down 365, that's okay. It's the risk you take. Trade would have worked with a little bit wider stop, but that's not how we back tested it. We did reject off that 100 level. I didn't even notice we were at that whole number there. You only like take track trades and YouTube stream. Why take my own when everyone else can think for me? Exactly. No. Oh, how dare you not take Amelia's trades? How dare you? All right, we should pop here since we already tested the 100 a couple of times. $20-point rip off open. We got some volatility at open here at least. We got some volatility. I don't know what Max is saying, but he's saying something. What are you saying there, Max? Sell? Buy? I don't know. He threw up the caution flag. Proceed with caution. Just waiting here, guys. This is not much to do. Just kind of barcoding. Let's let it pick a direction and then we'll jump in. Yeah, previous day high did get smashed, which, you know, pretty easy call, but $6076 to 81. I don't know. Still bullish overall, but like, man. We still had that level up there, 135, and then I think what was 177 was above or something like that, or 211. Five-minute candle's got no body on it right now. All wick, both sides, no body. A little bit of an indecision candle there. A little 50 touch kind of on that pullback too. Right there at it. If we pop the 2100, I think we go quickly, but I don't know if I want to dig a huge hole here. I think I might stab long if we pop the 2100 for a quick 10-pointer. Well, I'll be dipped. Literally did exactly what I thought, but I put the order down too late. It failed this morning, Jan, yeah. It did exactly what I wanted, but I put the order down too late. And then by the time I put it back down, it didn't work. All right, I'm trying it again. So try it again. Being aggressive here. Back above that high, I'm going to lock in 10 if we can get the push. Didn't get it. Yeah, Pine Tree, you pushed the button and got 15. Let's go. Got suckered into that chop. Happy with my 2-point winner. Dude, I'm telling you, that 100, I mean, it ripped through there so fast, but then I ended up taking a $400 loss when it should have been a winner. So... room short again. Scary to short up your room. I'm not saying it won't work. It might. It's kind of scary though. Might take one more stab long here off the 100. Kind of want to hold a runner to this 135 level, but hard to do without going to break even here. I'm going to lock in 10 above 120 here. There we go. Let's see if it can go. Stop me out again, but we're working our way back here, almost back to break even. Could just leave it down here, the stop, but like, yeah. Yes, approaching the highs. Good morning, Andy. Pump it up. Courts deemed tariffs illegal, did they? Interesting. Interesting. Could just theoretically long here, chase that 135. I'm going to wait. I've chased a few times here. Could get burned, so I'm going to wait. I think it runs through there. Yeah, room. I kind of think we're going to 22,220s. Probably, yeah, up in there. What up, Ben? Let's go, Ben. 2,700. I like it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I might chase here one more time. It's not smart, but we might do it anyway. Might give back all our gains. All of our gains. I'm actually going to add. All right. I should be good there. Think we should go. We'll see. If not, we're stopped. Tap that 9 EMA there. Let's see if it can hold. Trying to punish me for chasing here. I don't like the punishment. I don't like it. 30-second orb. Yeah, I could look at that too. I haven't looked at that. There's a lot of different options. I will look at it though, Francis. We will check it out. Trying to get out of that. I still think it runs, but I'm just going to get out of it. Just got out of that with my shirt. Why not? Probably go now. That it stopped me out. That's, you know, kind of getting punished there for chasing. It is what it is. Got another 2 points. I lost 3 points there, so. After leaving that wick and then not pushing through there, that was a little scary. This could offer us a long entry, though, here on this pullback. A serious long entry. Holding up here at the 100 now. Yes, back to the 64. So close to buy side here. Windstorm took out our power an hour ago. Tree took out mainline. Dang. That sucks, Floki. We haven't really swept any liquidity on this, but, well, it's not even going to be valid probably. Let me see. A little something on the 30-second, but even that's not clean. This is awfully high up, but pretty clear drawn liquidity here. Trading on your phone, good luck, sir. Let's check out. Not quite back to 50%. I don't know what's going on, Cobra. Have you updated your Ninja lately? How do you pay for XF replay? I just logged into it and signed up for it. It's like $35 a month or something. I'll try to download the link. I'll try to post a link in a bit. Oh, nice dump here. You got the 50 EMA sitting down here. It is kind of interesting. I actually do like it off that 70 level. 69. I'm going to take it. Sitting inside a fair value gap at support for the ES as well. I don't necessarily like the speed of the candle back here, but I am going to take it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, I'm going to consider that a miss because it already went up 10 points. I mean, it missed me by like a point there. I'm not comfortable taking it on the fundeds after missing me that close, but I will take it on the evals here. I'm going to double down here and 2 minis off the eval here. See if it can rip up. 5-minute Harami. Yeah, I didn't even see it either. All right, and that's exactly why I didn't want to take it on the funded, because like once it comes that close, bounces to the target, you know, you kind of get the idea that it might fail, right? So I'm okay with taking on an eval. Shorter with a micro. Let's go, Coper. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Dr. M, it is flushing, but I mean, it's kind of what you need. We ran the buy side already. I mean, we don't have to move higher, technically. You don't have to. I'm going to try another long here. We might just smoke this account today. We might. I hate my entry. I wish it was at 50. That's really where I wanted it to be at. Probably have to get a little tighter with it if we lose on this one. Get a little tighter with the eval here. Nearly retrace the whole open. I like that though, Jan. Typically, I like it when it retraces the entire open. It gives you opportunities, right, in both directions, which we like. Now, granted, I've only taken longs. I've only taken longs and not really worked out, so we'll have to chip away at this. Or full port it. I mean, either way. Looks like we're going to be stopped. Already got stopped out at 1, so... I'm just going to kill that there. Down 1,000 on this. Nice job, Tech T. Plus 400 bucks. Got 12 points, started taking the bounce off the low. Let's go, Jan. All right, we'll see what happens here. Still moving lower. Kind of slinging this eval around here a little bit. Probably should be a little more careful with it. But... you know, sometimes you sling them around, sometimes you don't. Room, are you short? Yeah, I was hoping that would close below. Recovering your losses, let's go. So we'll see what happens. We're waiting. See if we can't breathe life back into this eval here. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. I don't know. Yes, holding up there at the 50 level. That has kind of been a key level lately on the ES. $22084. Are you long room? Yes, bouncing here. Nasdaq kind of hanging out at the lows. Yes, trying to bounce anyway off that 50 level. See if it can do it. Close below the 15-minute there. I'm going to take a little stab long here, I think. We have an SMT right now. Whether or not it holds, I don't know, but stops at the low. If this SMT holds, we should shoot up here. If it doesn't hold, we go lower. I know I'm kind of longing into the 15-minute. I get it, the low. Traditionally would be kind of a short area, but with the ES having this SMT here, kind of leads me to believe that it's going to pump to some degree. Maybe touch the 50 here on the pushback up. At least maybe clear this wick out up here. And if not, we just get stopped. It's all right. All right. We got about 1 or 2 more shots on this eval before we go and blow it. Which, you know, if I'm going to blow anything or be trade bad on anything, I prefer it be wrong on the eval and right on the fundeds. That's what we prefer. Don't want to blow anything, but at the same time, you know. I mean, if ES holds that 50 level, I think we still go up. ES still has not reswept the low. Yeah, VWAP bounce is possible. All right, ES retesting the 50 here again. Yeah, it's just melting room. Probably just got the wrong bias right now. Thinking it's still going to go up, even though we took buy side. So we don't really have to go up anymore. 2 minutes till top of the hour as well. Or actually 1 minute. 1 minute till we get a new 15-minute candle, a new 4-hour candle, and a new 5-hour candle. All right, we'll take a little short here. Why not? We might port this right here and see if we can either blow it or get a little something back. So turn your head, avert your eyes. I thought we'd run right into the 22K. Looks like we're going to blow it. Yes, recovering that 6050. Didn't quite get to the VWAP down there, 6045. Does it take it or not? Just a question. Could bounce here. Could bounce here as well. Yes, close back about, well, right at 60.50 here. I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go. But of course, we've thought that before, so. Really? Really? Okay. And, wait for it. There it is. Blown. We did not get a Wolframie. It did not play out for us. Just wrong side of everything. Not seeing it correctly. Just one of those things, right? Sometimes you have days like that. Yeah, I wasn't really concerned with the news. It was very, very small news, small impact. You're long right here? I don't hate along. Obviously, it's bouncing. ES is holding the 50 for now, but kind of trying to push below it. Still got this daily gap down here. No, wait. Is that where the daily is? No, that's just that first gap. Daily gap's down in the 780s, right? The new day opening gap. Didn't quite get to the 22K exactly, huh? That was right where my take profit was. And it said, "You, thy shall not pass." Do we bounce 22K VWAP? I don't know. Three kings of trading are in Wolframie. Yeah. I don't know if Stock Tiger would want to do that. I don't know. Maybe he would. I don't know. Not sure. I might try a bounce off 22K here. I mean, we are holding this level. I guess we kind of already had it, huh? Nutty slayed the market overnight. Did he? Nice. That's awesome. Full time, you crazy. Yeah, I can't do that overnight trade. Like I'll sometimes, trade like London or Asia, but not too good about it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just putting trades on going. Now, we do have a bullish 5-minute here. Oof. Oof. Do you see this bullish 5-minute Harami, Treff, or whoever's in here? I'm going to try it off 22K if we can get a pullback. In the fundeds. I'm in. Just need a 10-point bounce here. Come on, give it to me. That's not the bounce. Come on. You want a bounce. You want it. Come on, go. Go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take all those losses all day long if we get that. Did you guys see that I sized up there? Did you guys see that that Methodical sized up? He wasn't messing around. Seven funded accounts there, $393 per. And one and done. Let's go. Just trying to pick a spot. And that 22K level looked solid. Looked solid. Oh, you got smoked on that pine tree? Did you take the Harami? Yeah, I got to... Like, here's the thing. I realized that trading... Like, while trading micros helped somebody, some people, it did not help me. It didn't help me at all because I would just size up and wreck my accounts anyway. It really took my focus away from that one trade per day, right? Really took my focus away from that. So that's why I just stopped with the micros. Because if I lose $400 there, I know that I'm just done. So I'm willing to risk the $400 for it. Risk 400 for 400, one trade per day. 2 minis, 10 points. I think there's opportunities to get it. So the fact that we lost 2K on an eval, I don't care. I don't care. Any of you we go into the Topstep meetup in Chicago Wednesday? Not me, Yoji. Not me. You try every possible setup, figuring it's just a micro. Exactly, Candlelight. I would double, triple my size. Next thing I know, I'm in a mini anyways, and all of a sudden my losses are $700, $800, $900. Where if I would have just taken one trade and lost or won, I can accept that. So, oh yeah, exactly, full time. Now I'm not saying I'm always going to do the two minis, but at certain levels, I mean, like. We kind of bounced here before we got to the 22K. I was kind of shorting into it. I probably should have waited and took the long anyway off this. But, you have the protection of the VWAP, and you're just looking for a little bounce there. You're not looking for much. Bounce back into 2210. Trading 90 micros. Oh, you went straight to the Wednesday high and drop? Yeah, I did. After this, there are probably no more moves till after lunch. I agree. Nice job, Robert. Wish you could do a setup to max contracts traded in a day. That's what I'm trying to do, Manny Matt. Find one spot. So, Yoji, go there, man. Whip out your camera. Take some video. Send it over to us. So, yeah, the micros for me, like mentality wise, didn't change anything. And that's what I thought would change. So I don't know if you noticed with micros, my average winning day was $100 to $200, but my average losing day was like $600. And it's because I could not stop. But with my minis, I'm able to stop, and I don't know why that is. Because I know if I take another trade with mini, and risk $400, I'm really going to wreck myself. So nice. We are now. So guys, we took these accounts. They only had $180. Oh, you take 30 trades per day. Yeah, makes sense. What'd you say, Robert? Let me look. Did I miss it? Nice move. Oh, you're done too. Yeah, let's go. What'd you say, Robert? Did I miss something? I'm blind. Yeah, exactly, Pine Tree. It's just one of those things. Oh, you're done for the weekend. Let's go. So, oh no, yeah. If you don't feel like you're overtrading yourself, you're the only one that can decide that. But these accounts here, guys, they had $180 in drawdown on Monday. $180 from being RIP. Now we are back to, we were at, let's see, 12 plus 6, 18. We were at 1,980 yesterday, so plus 400. I mean, we're back to like 2,300 in drawdown on these accounts. So bringing them back from the dead, back to almost full drawdown. Yes, we do have to get to 5,400 to request payout, or 54,000, but that's okay. I'd rather have that and have the account still alive. Now, these 25Ks that you guys see in here, they are not blown. They're in a very similar situation, and I have not sent them yet on the opening range trade. Now, I am going to pick a day that I think the opening range trade has a high probability of working, and I'm going to send those other 3 accounts. We'll probably break the consistency on those 2. We'll try to save them if we can. So, you pay price. Yeah, the commission's 2. So, yeah, full time. I think it's awesome you trade a personal account. Down south, people are just like this. We don't have time for the correctness crap. It is what it is. Jamie, I thought that minis would like change my personality and make me trade less. They did not. I mean, I took a hard look in the mirror and just knew it wasn't working for me. So, nice full time. I just, I don't know. It just didn't help me. Yes, much stronger here than Nasdaq in terms of like, it's not quite pulled back as far. It does make sense to rebalance this gap. We wanted it to rebalance this gap before it took out buy side, and it just didn't do it. It didn't give us what we wanted. So we did have an all green week. No trade Monday. We made 1,200 Tuesday, 600 Wednesday, no trade Thursday, 400 Friday. So that's a $2,200 week on the fundeds. It's the best week I've had in a long time in the funded accounts. So after being terrible last week. Yeah, for each person it's different, full-time trader, right? If you can't trade a mini, like, it's just different for everybody. It's just different. Some people minis make 100% sense to, and then other people it just doesn't. Another possible 5-minute Harami here. It is off the VWAP. It is an interesting one. I still think we rebalance that 5-minute gap at 960, the 1-minute gap down here too. So I'd probably bypass this Harami if it does form. It would be a scary one. It could work, but... So yeah, it did form, but I'd probably bypass that one. I think I'd bypass that one. You're long again, room. Let's go. Good luck. You have a cousin only macros and a personal friend only e-minis. Stepson trades only e-mini. Everybody's trading over there, full-time trader. I like it. My son is supposed to sit with me, supposed to kind of just like not teaching him how to trade per se, but teaching him like the lingo, you know, what are the indicators, how everything works and stuff like that. So he may plan on trading in the future, but he's got to get through college first. He's got to finish high school. He's got another year of high school, and then he wants to go to Georgia Tech. So Georgia Tech. Got to go charge your phone in the car. Nice job, futures trader. It was Floki. Nice job, bud. Trading on the phone is brave. I know there is a guy who only trades on his phone. He's, I don't know, some sort of engineer. I didn't really went into deep with it. He wants to be an engineer, so. Nice job. Awesome, Timbo. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you know, I would like for him to be able to trade, and I'm sure the other two boys are going to want to trade too, probably, or at least have something to do with it. But they're a little bit younger. They're 15 and 14, so they understand stuff already. It's so funny because like even Jules, the youngest, one of the younger girls, is like, she'll make fun of me. She'll be like, "I'm taking the bounce off the VWAP. I'm long here." She'll like impersonate me. I don't know, Room. I don't know what he wants to do other than that. So let's go full time. That's awesome. You'll take trades off your phone. I can. There's no way I can do that. Yeah, that's the thing. Following the rules is the hard part. Yeah, exactly, Timbo. And it's also, like you said, not just a skill. I mean, it's something that, you know, even just a side hustle or something like that. I tried to get my nephew into it, but my sister's cuckoo. She's completely against me even trying to teach him anything. He just graduated from University of Georgia. So, you know, he's interested in it, but she just doesn't want me to teach him at all. So, poop in your pants, Room. It is Coper. Looking very bearish now. Every kid should learn to trade. Yeah, I think it's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, I don't want to teach them how to lose $2,000, but let's be honest. Were any of these trades really great setups? Any of these trades setups at all? Aside from the 50 touch, no. And what did I do? I sized up on even that trade that I was not good enough to take on my funded. I still sized up on an eval. So like realistically, you know, yeah, you can blow an eval and not worry about it too much, but I really shouldn't even be doing that. But I do it anyway sometimes, just kind of, you know, whatever. Indoctrinated by the educational censor to be workers and not think of them for themselves. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to get him an account. My nephew, I wanted to give him, like, you know, sometimes I get the free Take Profit Trader accounts. I wanted to give him one and, you know, just let him play around with it. And she's like, "No, you better not do that." She don't want me to give it to him at all. So, listen, guys, I'll tell you, I'm the first to tell you that I wanted to trade. I knew about trading. I mean, I had watched, you know, I watched all the influencers and everything. And I was at my full-time job telling people like, hey, one day I'm not going to be working here because I'm going to be trading and I'm going to be making more money than I make here. And, you know, this, that, and the other. You know, they just kind of laughed it off. And I mean, I talked about it for years. And it took me probably 6 or 7 years to make it happen, but here we are. Here we are. Now, am I living off my trading income? No. But am I at home trading every day? Yes. So, thanks to you guys. Patrick Whelan's kid is going to be set by the time he's 18 years under his belt and all the balls in the world. Yeah. Hopefully so. Seems like a super nice kid. Thank you, Serati. You're the only girl in elementary school to skip the line for lunch. I learned how people would just obey and not see opportunity to move ahead. Black Beauty's like, I'm moving to the front of the line. I got that thing on me if you don't get out of my way. Oh, goodness. Yeah, exactly, full time. That's the thing. Most traders fail because they quit, right? I don't know what that thing was in elementary school, Black Beauty, but I know it wasn't what you're holding now. So, yeah, I saw Kid Poker in Stock Tiger stream the other night. He's talked about giving up a few times, and I'm trying to encourage him not to. You're at 40 bucks. Let's go. I like it. You like one mini? Yeah, me too. That's what I traded forever with a 10 to 15 point stop, sometimes 20, only looking for 10 to 15 or 20 points. And like, I don't know, I went away from that. That's how I was successful last year, especially the second half of the year. One mini, 15 point stop, 15 point take profit. One trade per day was the key, I think. Win or lose, I would just walk away after the one trade. And I think that's what made me successful last year. And I got to get back to that. Got to get back to that. Yes, back to the VWAP here. Nasdaq trying to make new lows. Tech T's been at it for 20 years. Let's go. Yeah, JM for sure. For sure. Kid Poker's in Vegas. No, he's in New Jersey. New Jersey. I do too, Jan. 100%. Just like today, right? I took the shitty trades on the eval and I find the one trade that makes sense. That makes the most sense. Not necessarily my setup that I may normally take, but these whole numbers, these whole and half numbers have just been banging. I mean, look earlier how we bounced off the 22K here on the very first test of it, right? That push above, the pullback, and then boop, bounced right off of it. And then I was even trying pre-market to get this 50 EMA touch, and I just didn't get it. Missed me by a point. I was going to take that on my funded accounts too for 10 points. But we just didn't get it. And I'm trying to use setups that make sense with the conditions that we're currently in, right? If we're not getting inversions and it's not an initial balance play or a wick test or something like that, you just try to pick an area that makes sense. So the playing field is even now. There's no excuse. We're in the new gilded age. Before the new rules of the 21st century snatch it away. Woo, look at this candle. Now watch the 50 level here. I would not be shocked if we bounce off the 50 level 10 points, at least. So there's your tag in. Now let's see if we bounce back to the 60. I mean, I'm telling you, these whole numbers and half numbers have been paying a lot lately. Well, that one may not. That one did not. As soon as I say it and point it out, then it doesn't do it. All right, guys. It looks like now we're probably going down to 848. 859 area. There's nothing here holding us up. Like, this is nothing. It's going to run through this. This is going to run through this. Hey, Room, you should have stuck with your thought at the open of the market. You should have just waited for that high to be ran and looked for the short entry. ICD's best teacher in the world, but worst personal trader. I don't know. I'm not sure. Didn't make it because the else round numbers were solid. Yeah. There's no real support there, but man, I thought it might bounce off that. It held up for a second. I might jump in on this. Did we chase with an eval? I don't even know which eval. Still. Well, dang. I know I got one of these evals. Let's see, where's the ES back to? 26. 32. You don't think ICT is profitable? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I think he, you know, his teachings are fine. I mean, like, you know, obviously I trade ICT. Where are we going for? 59? All right, see if we make it down to the 59. If we break that 90, I think we see an elevator here. But if we hold the 90, that's different. But I think if we break the 90, we see a little elevator right down to the 59 area. Yeah, Room, you had it picked. You just got in a little too quick, as we all do sometimes, right? You help the whole generation just understanding a bit of the lingo. Yeah, that's true too. We're at a pivot here at the 900. If we could break this 90, we get the elevator. Bounce off that 900 there. What up, Gold Chest? Lost your pro accounts with that dump? That sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. I don't use the VWAP on TradingView Tech T, so I don't know. What is yours at on TradingView? Nice bounce off the 900 though. $20 points. See if the ES holds below 36 here. $991, $912. TradingView's $912. What time frame were you on TradingView? Just curious. What up, Bull Bear? You had 5 out of the 6 numbers. You had the winning number on the 1. You missed, but I repeated the number for the wrong number. Bad mistake. Dang. Yeah, that's true full time. Who knows? All time frames? That's weird. So if you got it at 912, then we basically, you know, we just recovered it. ES recovering the 36 here. About to have a big bullish Harami candle on the 5 minute. We did inverse the 5 minute back to the downside. What's the 15 minute look like? We did not close below on the 15 minute yet. We got 40 seconds left on this candle. Need to close below 919 in the next 30 seconds to make this kind of bearish, I think, overall. So the 15-minute really not closing below. Yeah, 15 minutes kind of holding here. I think we might go back up. Okay, there we go. That's a good reaction down, though. You're stopped out? Yeah, I did get close to getting that low. It's just not there yet. I think it might. Maybe. If ES can lose 36 here, it probably can go. All right, ES pushing below 36 here. Let's see if Nasdaq kind of follows. Got a little, not a great 1 minute to the downside here, but it could still work. See if the 1 minute can close below kind of that 910 area. Make that Harami candle fail here if we can sweep that low. You also feel super helpful to learn from a real true order flow on the DOM. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You need ES to hold below 36. All right, ES is retesting it now. Maybe just pop it here and go. Right back up into that 50 area there. Kind of swept that high. Let's see if it wants to make go lower now. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we get here. Do we hold below the 50 here? Hard to know. ES back below 36 here. Nasdaq's still trying to push. That 50 level might be a decent spot to smack all short, actually. The 50 is white, so it's the very top. It's lining up with the VWAP right now. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. A little zoom in. Thank you, JM. You the man. Appreciate you. The red is the 21. The blue's the 9. I am in the short over here on an eval off screen. I have a horrible entry short. But basically, I'm risking the account for the short. Use 5 EMAs. Which one's full time? What are the ones you use? I'm going to add in off the 50 level, psych level, if we get up there. If we don't, then my target is the London low at 59. I'm going to take out the London low at 59. Try to take the low-hanging fruit, 20 to 728. Interesting. Sure, full-time. Post them in there. We'll take a look at them. I used to have the 200 on my chart. I don't know. I took it off just because I didn't want to have too many on there. Yeah, sure. Post it in there. I'm always open to new things. We don't mind new things. I'm curious on this 5-minute push. What's today? All right, Matty Matt, appreciate you. All right, we are going to DCA at the 950. Could blow the account here. Or, yeah, I guess it will blow it. And we'll just be looking for a pushback down here if we can get it. See what our average will be. Not quite tag us in there. Still trying to move lower, just not doing it yet. Looking like it wants to squeeze. Yeah, still just hanging up there at the 36. I still think it wants to go lower, though. I just get that feeling. But I could be wrong. IB set. Indeed. Good point. All right, we might get tagged in here. Our entry's so horrible. I'm short from 903. So I don't even know if DCAing here can get our average to where we can even get out. I mean, I think it can. No, hit the daily loss limit. It probably works here, but hit the daily loss limit already. The daily loss limit? No. Coming up into the possible 50 EMA touch. I do think that 50 EMA touch looks pretty juicy. The only thing I will say... Okay, so... All right, full time, I'll check it out. We did inverse that 1 minute. Did we? No, we didn't. We have to really inverse the 5 or the... There is maybe a 2 or a 3 there. I'll have to take a look. I have to take a look at it. Okay, so I thought, that's curious. I thought that it was 25% off of my funded futures. Is it not? Is it not 25% off right now? Or is it just buy one, get one free with the normal 5% off? Anybody know? One takes you on the retest of that gap. You took it off, now it reset, retest. Yeah. Because I just tried the code on Starter and Starter Plus, and they both were only 5. One was 5%, one was 6% off. But I thought it was 25% off right now. Just curious. Yeah, it's only giving me 6% off, which is weird. Nice rejection there. Nice rejection. Must be some sort of news. Must be some sort of news there. There we go. It looks like it's going to run straight into that London low after stopping me out. 6%? Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with the 5 or 6% off. I just, you know, thought it might be more. Actually, you know what? I kind of like this initial balance retest here. Do kind of like it. If we get a push below. Apex offered to pay me $2K over the 17 cents denial, but I'm going to decline. Oh, interesting. Why did they offer you $2K and not the entire amount? I think this initial balance retest looks really good. I just can't, I don't. I would like to see the 859 stay intact. 880, 850. I'm going to try it here. Full disclosure, this is a sim. Not taking it on a funded account, and I'm trying to set up one of my other evals, so this will be a sim trade. See, Methodical Man doesn't lie to you guys. If he takes a paper trade, he tells you. But I do like this. I like this for the push through London. There's the close. That's what was eligible. Yeah, I agree. 680 mark. Ooh, that's a long ways down. All right, we're tagged in there. And then this will be 59. You know it's going to work like a dream since I'm in it on a sim. Dream. It'll work like a dream. Yeah, full time. I got it. Hey, I still would take the money. I take the money because I'm greedy like that. I'm a greedy old man. I wish I had an eval to have taken this in. I just didn't. I blew that one, and then I was in the middle of loading another one up. So there we go. You know it's going to work if I'm on a sim. You know it's going to work. Yeah, Tech T, that's true, but 17 cents is a little bit extreme. All right, so the initial balance retested, pay 10 points. I was considering like just taking that on my fundeds and just taking it with one. But I talked myself out of it. I was like, one trade per day. We just got done talking about it. Let's not dick around. So I would have taken the cash. That's just me. All right, there comes the London. So not moving the stop probably would have been the play there, but you got to move the stop, right? 10 points. Make it move. You gotta play it just like you would play it on a funded account, even if it's a sim. Got the previous day low down there, 848. The reason why I front run it at London is because you don't want to fight the 50 here. So, oh, you don't have to do that full time. Appreciate you, but you don't have to do that. Everybody in the chat might say, yes, full time. Do it. Guys, one thing I want to tell you about the giveaways, and I've never mentioned this on my stream before, but one thing I do want to tell you guys is if you ever donate to a stream for a giveaway, please reach out to the streamer and ask them if they have Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle or anything like that. Because when you donate through YouTube, through the donation link, YouTube takes half. So if you donate $200 and you're like, hey, do a giveaway for $200, effectively the streamer's having to match the donation. So I would have to donate 100 out of my money, and then I would use 100 out of the money I receive from you. So if you ever do donate, then try to do it through PayPal or something that doesn't take half the money, because YouTube definitely does. What up, Trader Oracle? Oh, just talking about donations. I don't think a lot of people realize how YouTube takes half of the money. So if people donate, nobody really does it here. I'm not complaining. But, you know, like, for example, if someone donates on another stream and they're like, hey, do a $50 giveaway, say on Tom's stream. Well, then Tom has to come out of his pocket for 25 of that giveaway. So, yeah, they take half of it. They take half. Not 10%, not 5%, not 20%, half. Oh. For iOS to do this easily, I tried Bulenox with your code. I don't have any software to use. Bulenox, you can use, Caleb. You can actually use Project X, which is usable through a browser. Now, if you purchased Bulenox and you did not select Project X, reach out to them, and I'm certain, as a one-time courtesy, they would switch that account over to Project X, which only requires a browser. And you can use that on a phone, you can use it on an iPad, a computer, anything. Doesn't require anything else. So, exactly, Forever Noble. And people don't realize it. They don't know it, right? They don't know that. It's not common knowledge. So a lot of times, a lot of the YouTubers don't even know that. So, yeah, I don't blame you full time. A lot of the YouTubers are like, no, it's not 50%, and it is indeed 50%. A full-time trader. Hey, I'm not hating on them. They got to make money too, but half is a bit much. It was reminding me of that movie. Man, what was that movie? Bad Santa. You guys seen that movie? Where they're negotiating with Bernie Sanders. I think it was Bernie. Not Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Mac. And he was like, half. They kept saying 30%, 20%. He said, half. He needed half of the profits. Good old times. You're using their site. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not hating on it. I just think that, that someone's donating. So, full time. Yeah. I'm going to log. I am going to put more capital in my personal account. Right now, only $700 in there. Not really enough to trade a mini. I could trade micros on it, cross link it with a micro. But I'm gonna wait. I want to put probably $5,000 in there, trade a mini. We'll see how it goes. We got that daily gap, Rob, all the way down there. We're within an earshot of it now. So we're kind of on the sell side of the curve. So it does now seem that that's probably going to be the draw. That new day gap. Not to mention, kind of have low resistance liquidity below there. So 650s. Someone called that out earlier, and I did think it was a bit of a stretch. But now I don't think that. And I will show you guys this ahead of time. All right, let me show you guys this ahead of time on the ES. Per Mancini, this is the buy zone today. So this is 100% the buy zone. We are still a ways away from it, but we could get there. 59.82 to 59.79, that is the buy zone. So would not be shocked. Even a failed breakdown of it is fine to kind of get in there for a little buy zone action. So we're not just calling it out before, after it happens. We're saying before, hey, look, watch this area. That's what he says. What's the minimum amount to trade a mini? I think it's $500. I think it's $500. Any other pro account that you recommend to use with your codes? You can use anyone that uses X. So you can use APEX, obviously. APEX doesn't, they have their own software. What is it called? Wealth charts. You can use wealth charts through APEX. You can use X on Bulenox. Who else has Project X? Does Tradeify have Project X? I don't even know. Who all has Project X? Anybody know? $500 instant blow. Yeah. That's the minimum, I think. So that's the minimum. Who else has Project X? I know I'm missing some people. Obviously, Topstep. Bluesky does. Bluesky. We do have a code with Bluesky as well. It's in the description. Trade Day, Bluesky, Bulenox, and Funded Desk. Okay, good. So I have codes with all of those except for Funded Desk. Yeah, Topstep has Topstep X, yeah. It is the same. Canalink. It's the same. So any of those, I don't have a code with the Funded Desk. I need to check them out, I guess. Woo, getting a little bounce here. Guys, watch this 50. You demand, Caleb. Appreciate you. Watch this 50 EMA. Like, it's a touch is probably coming. We've not had one to the downside yet. So if we can get a bounce up into there, it might make sense to take the short. Yeah, I like Bulenox, Caleb. I mean, I'm still trading with them. I got 2 funded accounts right now. We did lose one on Friday. It is what it is. Still in drawdown on those. So 400 margin for ES. Yeah, ES typically a little bit less, but you could get away with trading the ES as well. I mean, with the volatility that we've been getting, I still take trades on the ES every now and then. So it's grinding lower here at the 800 level. Again, it's going to be another key spot here. If it moves through the 800 level to the downside here, then we break the 90. We'll kind of see what happens. Yeah, exactly, full time. You get more money per point on the ES, obviously, but it is slower moving. Let me check on Husk. Scalping with integrated stops is so much easier for whatever reason. I never really had them. Nice. Really help. No rules really help your trading. I don't really worry about the rules too much, but I get what you're saying. Because, like, I'm just taking scalps, and most of, I mean, like, I don't know, it just, most of the time, the rules, I get it, like, there's certain strategies and certain people who trade certain ways, and, like, the DCA thing was a huge deal for some people with their strategy. Like Andy, right? TCG Andy, he'll take a starter position with a micro, and then once it moves his direction, he adds and adds and adds, which that's completely legal. But I don't remember if Andy DCA'd in the negative. I think maybe he did. I'm not sure. So, yeah, full time. The only problem with the personal is if I go on tilt, I lose it all. That's my only problem. If I go on tilt, we lose it all. Those Haramis today, we've had three failed Haramis. And potentially putting in another inside bar here. Do we have any inside bars? I guess we did have a Harami at the top that paid for the short. Any inside bars today? I really didn't see any. I could have missed them. I mean, not really. No, I don't see any. You heard your name, Andy. Yeah, I was talking about how you trade. You start off with a micro and then you average in, but I think you usually average in profit, right? You don't usually average in. I don't think you DCA losers, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I've done that. That's how it's down to 700. That personal account I started with 2K, and I took one $500 payout. So technically, we're down $800 in it. So technically down $800 at the top of the hour, coming up here in a minute. All right, let me see here. Oh, I didn't mean to open the link. Let's send this over to Paul from yesterday. Paul just got his account. One trade a day, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Optimist Ninja Indicator trade the dots. I'm trying to get back to that one trade per day. Guys, they only got 2.5 days left in that buy one get one free evaluation for my funded futures. Use code MM for the best deal on that. Take Profit Trader 30% off, no activation fee. Still my favorite prop firm right now. And obviously Apex 80% off. Bulenox 83% off. Trade Day is what, 30 or 40% off. I got a code with them now. Link is in the description. And Tradeify is 30% off. We have a few other links as well if you want to use them. Nah, I'm not trolling him. I was just asking him if he was red or green on his funded. He said he's red. Small red. All right, here we go. 30% plus or minus 2 cents. Let's go, Serrati. Nice job. All the way down to the 770s here, guys. This new day opening gap is going to be, it's going to be tagged here. ES just took London low. So a little stronger here on the ES, huh? Where's that new day opening gap on the ES then? It's down at 91. All right. I mean, if the ES takes out the new day opening gap, I mean, that probably puts Nasdaq quite a ways down. Where's that bottom of that gap? 720. Do we make it to the 650s? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if $1 hurts them so much, but I'm hoping that I don't get denied. We'll see. I very well could. I very well could get denied. We could be on the chopping block. Who knows? You had a working order on Project X. It was down 900. Oof. Oh, you got it back to plus 400. Let's go. Yeah, that sucks. That always sucks when that happens. All right, let's move this off the screen now, because if it's not there, we can pretend that it didn't happen. Seems reasonable. I don't know. Seemed reasonable to me. Oh, the day you mentioned contract size and close it quickly? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't really close it quickly. I was only going for 12 ticks. But they could look at it as that. They say, oh, if you close it quickly, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. There's a little push lower here, 780s. We get to this pivot point here, 74s. We should go. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize that sizing thing. I think I overlooked it because I never plan on using the full size. Right? If you don't ever consider even using the 10 contracts, then why would you care? But, you know, sometimes you come across stuff that full porting makes sense. All right, back above the 800s here. Little rip up. Got a 2-minute long opportunity here, but I still think the draw is lower, so I'd probably bypass it. Yeah, I think so, ToonTech T. We'll see. I don't know full time. They're sending those letters to people who aren't even profitable. It doesn't make too much sense there, to be honest. I have no idea how they're choosing people. A little 2-minute long here, but like it doesn't make sense. I mean, not really. Now, will it work? I don't know. It might. 15-minute breakout today did pay. This is one of the few days where you see the 15. Like, I know a lot of people trade this, but like this is one of the days where it actually worked with very little to no drawdown. You got the gap fill down there, up 260 points off the 15-minute break. Anybody take that? The best email you can get is compliance letter. I guess that's true. Maybe. I mean, this is one of those. This is like one of those short setups that don't make a whole lot of sense to take. But like theoretically, right? If the draw is lower, this probably works. Close below 793. Expect to push into 740, 720. You are trading too well. We no longer want you here. Get out of here. Listen, that just goes to show what I've been preaching forever, where people are like, oh, this prop firm wants me to succeed. No, they don't. Not a single one wants you to succeed. They are telling you a lie. They want you to fail. Coper, this is like one of those shorts that doesn't make sense to take because it's so low. But we're so bearish and we have an obvious draw on liquidity that it probably still works. But as far as am I taking it? Yeah, I'll take it on a sim. I'll paper trade it. So I shall paper trade it. Just don't think the long makes too much sense here. Just with the 1 minute, you still got this little teeny 2-minute closed above, but the little bitty, that little itty bitty teeny yellow dot bikini, polka dot bikini, right there on the 1 minute is still holding. Your power's back. Let's go, Floki. He'll be on the pretext of them sending a letter to help your trading. Oh, yeah, Coper. A higher bounce would make sense, but 21,850. Retest of the London low, maybe. Now we're starting to get a little momentum here. I mean, if you are taking the 1 minute long, or if you're in the 2 minute, your break even's at 843. And not a penny less. Exactly full time. Going to close above here, looks like. So there's the close above. So your break even should be 843. You can kind of target that. I would maybe target 850. Got a little consolidation in here at the London low. I mean, again, this doesn't make that much sense to take to me, but if you are feeling like we're bullish here, take it. Call 15 long with 3 minis. Let's go. Nice job. Wasn't trying to freak you out, just saying, like, you know, it doesn't make sense, but the market does things that don't make sense, right? So Rob doesn't trust the longs. I don't either, but like, they're paying so far. Topstep, take profit, not doing those things. Yeah. Take profit used to have something that was what I considered predatory, was the hard daily loss limit. So if you hit the daily loss limit, it failed the account. It blew the account. I did not like Take Profit Trader when they had that, but they did away with that. So now I like them now. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I do like that that Topstep lets you trade news. You like 5 100 point. Oh, dang. Well, almost every prop firm is just making money from failing traders, in my opinion. Does this thing make it up to the 860s? I don't know. It might. It might. It could make it back to the 860s, I guess. We don't know what's going to happen up into that 850 area. That would be a decent short opportunity, is like 850 right there with the previous day low. You know what? I'm going to short 850 on paper trading. Just on a paper account. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I agree full time. Yep. 5 minute 9 EMA at 850 as well. You got the previous day low there, 848. But on the long side, I do think, I mean, we could potentially touch this 865. We'll see. So there's your break even on the 1 minute. Oof. You see that? Left equal highs there. Is that 43.25? Nope. One tick off. So there's your break even if you were indeed long off the 1 minute. And I would think 850 would be a good target. And I'm tagged in short there. Just going to look for 840. Let's see here. See if we get 840. So looking for 840 here. I am short off 850, looking for 840. Stops at the 60 there. Actually, I'm going to move my stop up to 70. Just to consider that 50 EMA, we may add into that 50 EMA as well. Do we make? I didn't see us make it to the new day gap. Did we? Not quite. 50% of this actual, that gap there probably, I guess. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Didn't really think about that. Again, I'm going to have my stop up there. I'm going to add again if we touch the 50 level there. I got what you're saying there, Coach Fred. So stop needs to be 72. And we will add, if we touch that 50 EMA, we'll add again. Ideally, I want to just come back and take us out right now at the 40. That would be nice. So we'll add into this. We're going to add into this at the 62 level there. So I'll put an order at 62. I got a hard stop at 72 here. Oh, did not get us in there by a tick. It missed us. All right, we're in now. 62, so 52. All right. So hard stop at 72 here. May not work. We'll see. Oh, Nutty wasn't having the best day. Yeah, he did good overnight, though, so he had room. So we're in it on paper. And we're in it 100 minis. That's what you can do on paper. No! Stopped out there for a loss. 50 EMA did not work. All right, I think now that this thing has been pushing up like this, now you have to kind of think about like a fib perspective, right? Let's think about this from a fib perspective. What makes sense? We're kind of at 50% of the fib of that leg. But if we're thinking in terms of the entire range, then VWAP kind of makes sense. So a retest of VWAP on deck here? Maybe? You didn't take the long floki? Yeah, I mean, this thing, you know. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Coach Fred. Just wiped out a bunch of PAs on that bounce again, wondering how it's humanly possible to be so wrong. Me too. I do it too, design. All the time. 890s to 0.6. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. Let me run to the bathroom right quick. All right, we're back. Whew. Oh, did I? Okay. It was like I hit the wrong button. Interesting there. So it's 16 points. And now it's moving lower. We couldn't hold it. Wish you had the patience to hold a mini, like how long I can hold a micro. That's true. That is true. But yeah, that trailing drawdown will get you for sure on a mini. Now ES did retest initial balance there. Kind of got above it and then failed back below it. So this probably, if it is going to continue higher, right? Then maybe we retest that level there. I don't know. Maybe. We push into the 60 here is the question. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Kind of chopping around here. That's kind of annoying with the 50 there. I usually roll with a 10-point stop on it. It went 16 points and then paid. But frustration there. I guess in hindsight, everything's always hindsight, right? Yeah, we kind of still broke out of that 1 minute channel there. I wonder if we have, let me look at the 5-minute chart over here. So I'm curious if any longs are setting up on the 5-minute. Let me see. Gonna check my trading view chart. No, not really. The bridges aren't big enough. Choppy, choppy. Yeah, if you knew where the bottoms and tops were, I guess is the only problem with that design. I don't know where they are. I mean, like, you would think this gets to this level, but this is what the market does. You know, like, it pushes. That's why it's very important to kind of get short, you know, at levels that kind of make sense, right? And not chase. I do it too. We all do it. We all definitely do it. Just reverse you design? All right, that's what we'll do. Where are you posting your entries at? We'll give it a try. You see, I blew an eval today. I mean, I took one trade on the funded, did well on that, but we blew an eval. We hit daily loss limit on another, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to really, not that I don't care about those evals, but, you know, it's not the end of the world, I guess. We do have initial balance retest here at 888. I do find it interesting with a pivot above. Very, very interesting spot that we might take on paper. This current pattern plays out, we could be back to 21,960. Yeah, it makes sense. I think that 100% makes a lot of sense. Everything would be much simpler if you cared about evals. Yeah, me too. Oh, that sucks, design. 120 away. Those 250s are so difficult to pass, too, man. That's terrible. I hate that. I hate that, brother. You got 3 minutes here until London closes. Alrighty. Oh. Need to log into... Let's do that. Gotta log into this over here. Let's see what kind of movement we get here at 11:30. Does it do anything? Interesting. Holding up here at the London low. Pulling back. I mean, if it doesn't want to go any higher here, then we could sell back down, but we'll see. Why is that not showing up? Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, I don't know why that's not showing up. Look at this, rip right back up. Oh my goodness. Elito, good morning. I don't understand. I got an email that's showing up on my phone, but it's not showing up. All right, here we go. No, that's not it. I don't know why I did it that way, but okay. I would, Alito. I don't know why you wouldn't have gotten it already. Makes no sense. You click buy and it didn't get you in. You've been having all kinds of problems with Rhythmic. I do got a limit order sitting up there at 88.50 for a short. Console. See if he gets me tagged in here. You also use Footprint posted in Discord? Nice. Coper, is it just not letting you in on some of those rhythm? I mean, that's so weird. Coper, I don't know if I asked you before. Do you pay for your own? Do you pay for your own data? Doing good, Trading Mints. How you doing today? Support email? I don't know. I am tagged in short here off initial balance. Short here off initial balance. Looking for 10 points. Boom, 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 boom. Pass some top step. Let's go. Yeah, price action not bad. I am in on. I'm just paper trading this. I'm not even. So. At that pivot up there at the 900s, 899. See if we get the push back through here for 10 points. We're short design. We're short on the paper. That's right, Coach Fred. We got to break out the real Simpluencer stuff. We did trade on a real account. The real account earlier, so we're up $400. We're up $8,000 on our paper account. $8,000. We did take a loss earlier, but I did take that. I did take that on a couple of other accounts there. Or earlier, I took a couple of other trades. Let's go. 08 for the stop. Would normally have the stop at like 900, but because there's a pivot there, that's why I give it a little more room. Rob, it's not even going to show the link. Fake congratulations on the fake profits. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it won't let you show the link there, Rob. What is the link to, though? Tell me. And we will decide if we shall share it or not. It's easier for you to just post it in the Discord. Woof! We got wrecked. I guess we are just truly bullish. We're bullish. Oh, contact form for Alito. Well, here, Rob, I'll let you share it. Here, hold on. All right, now share it again, Rob. Share it again. Yeah, it does. Of course, Alito. But can anyone blame you? No, of course not. This wick up here looks like the draw. Let's see, what are we looking at? Like 925. Never fade dildos. True. Oh. The dildos. Never fade those. $8.95 is your floor on this. Well, you want to see it stay above the initial balance now. ES. ES is about the same. It's approaching the VWAP already, though. ES is. Let's go, Coach Fred. Nice job. This is going to retrace back to the session high. I don't think so, Clarity, but we'll see what happens when it gets to 50%. Like we talk about, this is what you're going to be looking for, right? The easiest thing in the world to look for. Once it gets into this area, does it just dick around? Then it's probably going to go back down. If it does not even act like this is here, it pushes up, it closes, and then it just keeps going, then yeah, then it's just going to continue up. So we'll know once it gets into this area kind of how it reacts to that 50% of the range in that 960 area, what we think it's going to do. So Tech T, I do that because I'm done on my funded accounts and I haven't been seeing the market well today. So taking a trade on an eval even doesn't make all that much sense. So for me, right? For me. But yeah, I don't normally do that, but I try to be fully transparent with you guys. And so that's why if I do take a trade, even if it's in a paper account, I could lie. I mean, I could lie to you guys and say that it's not paper, but why do I, I don't do that. I could lie to you guys. Yeah, I didn't like the long because we were just so close. Now, here's the thing. I don't have it marked on here because I opened up this chart, this new chart. But like we did flush into the new week opening gap, and we have the new day opening gap below. So like bouncing out of the new week opening gap there, maybe a little stronger than the new day gap. I don't know. So all your staggering losses are in my Apex. It's not even opening your TPT Pros. And nothing wrong with that. I didn't even think about that new week opening gap. I forgot it was there since it's not marked out on this chart. I have it marked out on this chart, I believe. One of them. Where was it at? I know I had it marked on one of them, but for some reason it's not on there anymore. So. Oh. We sell the dream, selling the dream, selling the dream. You guys ever watch that show, $1 Million Listing Los Angeles? That guy Mikey that was on there who would play the piano and sing. The bald-headed guy Mikey. I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all watched that. I used to find that show interesting back in the day. Huh. There we go. Ripping there off the 900 level. Let's get a little music going. ES retested that 6036 and bounced. They've seriously even disabled or removed get help form. No, it's there, but it's not easily found. Yeah. You got to click on contact us. But yeah, I get what you're saying. You wouldn't mind some Americana? I'm playing some Johnny Cash. Hurt. My daughter thinks this song is sad. Can you imagine a cartoon called Fat Albert today? Yeah. I know this is just a remake, but it's a good song. It's a deep song. It's a deep song. You guys may not understand. ES popped above the VWAP there. Lucinda Williams. No, who's that? Your rhythmic ID is likely disabled as I haven't used their chat. Did you sign the forms and stuff? Well, I guess you said it's not created. Did you sign the forms and stuff? You should sell snake oil, get the oil out of snakes, and sell it for $3,000 an ounce. Let's do it. Country rock. So this is giving me turn back down vibes. You know, we're at the 764 of this leg. Overall range, we've not made it to the 50% yet. Let's check the ES. ES is almost to the 50%. It's right there at it. But this is not, you know, what you really want to see. This is giving me vibes of going back down. Bottled air. Bad rocks. Oh. Yeah, full time. I think someone had said, did Nutty post it where he said that the pass rate was 10%, the payout rate was 5%, multiple payout rate was 1%. Or something like that. Might have been Nutty. I don't remember who said that. Saw it somewhere, though. Saw it somewhere. Pass rate seems high at 10%. Yeah, I don't know. Do you imagine a disclaimer out of 100 people? There'll be 5 of which will be profitable. Yeah. I don't remember who he said that was with. He got those numbers from somewhere, though. Someone published it, and I don't remember who it was. I don't recall. I saw it in one of his videos, or he talks about it somewhere. I heard him mention it. Pretty sure that was him. Which is kind of a staggering number, right? When you think about it. Might have been from all those derail interviews recently. Yeah, it could be. I don't remember what it was from, but it did seem interesting. I mean, we all kind of know that, right? I mean, we know 10%, you know, that's the number they give typically. More people are able to make a living from sim-funded accounts from real... Yeah, I'm sure. Because you can play the sim-funded game, Maximus, right? You can get one payout for every 10 accounts. You're going to make money. So... becoming elite at anything puts you in the upper 10%. That probably makes sense, Floki. You're probably right. Top 1% puts you elite, though. Elite competition. You're in the elite category. There's only one SS trailing drawdown, and we all know who owns it. Oh, the SS trailing drawdown. I love it. The SS trailing drawdown. We need gas for the SS trailing drawdown. We need fuel. The fuel for the SS trailing drawdown must be fueled. See what I mean here? like that failure, how we react. I was kind of expecting us to make it up here, but we didn't. It's kind of like how we react to this area kind of tells you all you need to know. Apex has made over 730 million in 3 years, paid out 500 million. Interesting. Tiny amount of players become pro, less than 1%. Pros become all-stars. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of an idiot box. We are just ranging here, but feel like we might break out to the downside. Gotta hold this 90 level, really. Losing that 90 level is not going to be a good sign. You kind of reclaim that 90 level there. At least to some degree. You don't believe the crying thing? Just keep grinding and one day you'll make it. I agree. I tend to agree there. All right, Clarity, appreciate you. Yeah, we're coming up on the top of the hour here. See how this thing's just moving lower here? Look at getting back below initial balance there. Micro banger. Yes, should get a little bounce here. Maybe retest that 90 level here. Potentially. Let's see if we get a bounce back into the 90. Nice job. Yes, it's got a bounce here off that 26. May not, though. Unable to do it so far. All right. There we go. Looking like it's going to pull back here. Just unable to go. Has to make new lows. I don't know. It doesn't have to, but if we think about it from a fib perspective, right? Again, just like we talk about on the way up, let's see how price reacts to this level. If we get a little consolidation here, then yeah, we probably make a new high. If we don't, if it just pushes through this level like it's not even here, the 850s, then we're going to see new lows. Then we probably see the new day opening gap. Yeah, I agree, Coach Fred. The action today's not been bad. You'd be green if not for a little liquidation. Yeah. No doubt. I think a retest of the 90 kind of makes a lot of sense here. See if it can do it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the Trader Kane stuff. We'll try a little 50 EMA or a little 50 psych level bounce here. Look for the push into the 60. Stop at the 40 here. In the sim account, look for a little bounce. You know, a little late. Kind of at like 50% of the range here as well, so if we're going to hold, this will be kind of where we would hold. Oh, am I in 3? How am I in 3? Don't know how that happened. Probably stopped out here. Coming up on the top of the hour here, 1 minute. Does that take us higher? Does that take us lower? Only the time will tell in 1 minute. We won't know. Oh, did that take me out of it? What's going on there? That's weird. I don't know why it does that. Makes no sense. Somebody said you put your orders on. Let me try that. All right, let me try it. So you put your... Oh, we don't want to. Does that have to be on none? I don't know. ICT unicorn model coming up. You lost me. I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about it. There's top of the hour. Did not go. I don't know anything about it, Serrati. You got me. You got me. Oh. Okay, so let me see. If I do it like this, and then we go OCO orders, does that OCO these orders? How does that work? Add target. Is this what we do? I don't know how to do it. I don't know, Floki. I'm not sure. Well, ICT comes up with them. Where he gets them from, your guess is as good as mine. All right, so to recap the trades today, we are currently up $393 in the funded accounts. Those are the ones that matter. We hit the daily loss limit on a trade of 550K, and we blew a Take Profit Trader 50K eval. So, little turtle soup. You love the current roasting of ICT from Patrick Whelan and Rips. I don't know why Rips is jumping in on that. I mean, like, it's a reach for me. Like, I know Rips shows broker statements and this and that and the other that he makes money or whatever, but I don't really consider him someone who's like gets involved in those type of spats, but whatever. Oh, he's been calling out people for paper trading. Well, to be fair, like, I know Rip shows that he's profitable in his cash account, but, you know, I don't know. Who cares, right? At the end of the day, I don't know. Who cares? I just don't care. I just worry about myself. I should get myself involved in there. I should get myself in there and start duking it out with somebody. Get myself some more followers, some more watchers, but I don't know. It's just not in my nature. I don't give a shit about other people. I really don't. You know what I mean? So, I just don't. Like the whole Kellyanne thing with her promoting, what was it? Thrive. And then, you know, Patrick making a big deal about it. Like, can you really say much when you came in at the very end with Fast Track and promoted them? He literally came in a month before they closed and promoted them. So he came in after all the bullshit had already started and all the red flags were flying, and he came in right then and promoted them. So, like, you don't really have room to say much. And as far as that goes, nobody knows who is going to make it and who isn't. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We just don't know. So, yeah, Black Beauty, that's me. I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't care, like, what other people do. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I had somebody get mad at me because I was promoting Fast Track and they didn't like them, right? But as soon as it was clear that there was problems, you stop promoting them. It's just how it works. So, he's showcasing how he can hammer 15 to 50 mini contracts and everything is to the tick. Yeah. But ICT's always done that. He's always done that. So, here's the thing that people don't understand about ICT and other traders. Like, I could use a couple of more people as examples. I'm not going to, but if you don't have to make your money trading, why would you risk money trading? So, like with ICT, he doesn't have to make his money trading. So why would he risk trading? Why would he risk trading money if he doesn't have to? So Patrick Whelan's even done that himself, and he's admitted it, right? When he got caught paper trading, what did he say? He said, I'm making so much money from affiliates. Why would I risk my money trading? That's literally what he said. It's the same thing. So, I don't know. But no, I get what you're saying. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's true, Black Beauty. Uh, but, and the only reason you see Rips going at ICT or Patrick going at ICT is the same reason people go at Patrick and Rips, because they have a bigger following, and that's how you attract more viewers. By attacking or going after someone who has more followers than you. Patrick has frowned upon that for years. He's like, I hate it when people are just using me for clout. You did the same shit. You did the same shit with ICT. You did the same shit with Warrior Trading back in the day. So you can't hate on somebody for doing the same thing you did to get followers. Before ICT, he did it with Warrior Trading. He did it with, I mean, there were several different people. But it's the same stuff he did. Now, he's gotten a little better recently with the whole BDH and things like that. You know, allowing people to come that have less followers and helping them kind of gain some notoriety. I applaud him for that. He doesn't have to do that. But, you know, he used to kind of belittle people who did that, who like try to use him for clout or whatever. But that's literally what he did. So, Warrior Trading Ross actually quite good at day trading. He's all right, Alito. I mean, the thing is, like, I mean, no, he's good at what he does, but it's very difficult to be someone to think you're going to follow someone like that, because in that penny stock game, if you've ever been in it, seconds are huge, huge. If you're slipped 5 cents, if you're 5 cents higher than the other person and they're looking for 10, very, very difficult to do anything, right? So in his little call out group or whatever he has, you know, very difficult to do anything. The biggest payout in the prop firm space was ICT Trader. Yeah, I guess Owlboy, but that trader had to do it on his own, right? Yeah, Jay's good at marketing, exactly. So, I agree, Alito, yeah. I agree. Here's the thing, guys. I am the only one to consistently show every single month how much money I make in payouts and in affiliates. You're not getting those real numbers from anybody else. I openly tell you guys every single month how much I make. Nobody else is telling you. Now, Patrick he hints at it, but he's not telling you the real numbers, right? He's not telling you the total. He'll hint at it and let you kind of guess. But there's nothing wrong. Here's the thing, guys. This is what goes over a lot of people's heads. It doesn't matter if you're trading ICT, volume profile, support resistance. I don't care what you want to call it. It does not matter. If you have decent mentality, you can make money. You can make money with any of it. The strategy is irrelevant. And that's what a lot of traders don't realize. You don't have to stick to one thing. The strategy is completely irrelevant. It's all mental. That's why you make money. That's why you lose money. Simple as that. So you can use whatever strategy you want to make money. And just go from there. A lot of people just don't realize that. So use whatever you want, whatever works for you. Yeah, Rob. I mean, I don't hide anything. I could. Now, I do think that it, does it hurt me a little bit sometimes? Maybe, if I try to put on streamers who are smaller than me or whatever to just try to give them a little pep. Yeah, I might lose some affiliate commissions to them occasionally. But to me, it's just kind of the right thing to do. So there's 50 touch. The one time I don't take it, it's going to bang, watch. So you love Ichimoku Cloud and Wada Explosion. Perfect. It's just like whatever works for you. You know what I mean? Green Knight, Patrick. I don't know why it does that. He gives you an idea of what he makes, right? So we know he makes about $20,000 a day. But he just recently came out and said that. Previous to the probably 6-8 months ago, he's never said. Now, I had derived that he was making about $15,000 a day based on mathematics. You know, what I make with my subscribers versus what he makes with his subscribers. It's just math, right? I was saying like he's making like 15K a day. People thought I was nuts. They were like, "You're crazy. He doesn't make that much money." And then he comes out and says it to the penny. He's like, "Yeah, I'm making 15K a day." And I was like, "Told you." So, but anyways, 20K a day, you would YOLO accounts like him? Yeah. Yeah, he's making about 20K a day. So he made around $5 million last year, he said, from affiliates, not from payouts. And then this year he's hoping to make, I don't know what he said, 5 million, I think he said. So let's go, Coach Fred. Nice job. Rounding bottom isn't an ICT strategy. Yeah. But that's the thing, guys. You can take any strategy you want. You can literally trade any strategy and make it work. You know, it doesn't have to be. So that's why I say, like, I don't care if you trade ICT. I don't care what you trade. If it works for you, that's all that freaking matters. And there's nothing that you're going to learn from a course that's going to teach you how to trade and be successful. Because I can trade one strategy and I can teach it to you. But there's one thing that I can never teach you, and that's chart time. And that's recognition of, even if the trade triggers, does it make sense to take? You can never learn that from a strategy. You can only learn that from your own personal time sitting in front of the charts. So it's not a one-to-one. You can't take a course and then all of a sudden become profitable. There's not a mechanical strategy that works consistently long-term on Nasdaq or ES that's going to pay you. It just doesn't exist. If it did, everyone would trade it and everyone would be rich, right? So it just doesn't exist that way. That's why I say courses are whack. Don't ever pay anybody for any course, because everything that teaches you in a course you can learn for free with a little bit of study, okay? So let's go, Great Midget Tosser. Midget is officially funded. Oh goodness. He has an employee to just buy accounts for him, does he? Little MM rant. That's right, Black Beauty. I don't know. It's just annoying sometimes when you see people who, like, you know, they believe courses help. You can get, now if you're lazy and you want to take a course to just learn the lingo and learn, you know, what the deal is on the charts, that's fine if you think you get value from that. But there's no course that's going to teach you how to become profitable. It just does not exist. So people want to pay for something that they think will do it. Yeah. But that's why I don't sell a course. And it's so funny because, you know, getting into the Cami Capital thing again. I like Camity. That's irrelevant. But I don't care if I like you or not. I still call you on your shit. Like him coming out with the video, the end of Cami Capital. The end of Cami Capital was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when he got so much money that he became lazy and he no longer wanted to stream. That's why people say, like, he comes on there with his boohoo about Topstep dropping him. Well, if you're not a coach and you're not on Topstep TV a couple of times a week, 3-4 times a week like they want you to do, and you're not streaming every single day live, which is what they want you to do to promote their company, how is you getting fired a surprise? It's not. You haven't done what they want you to do, and you know it. Not to mention, Cami sells a course too. He's like, oh, I'm not going to push codes. I'm not going to push courses. Cami sells a course. He has sold a course. He sold a course before. Now, has Cami ever posted anything? Has Cami ever posted anything showing payouts? Never. Not once. Never. Never one time has he posted anything showing payouts. Now, has he gotten payouts? Probably. But does he post anything to show them? No, not at all. He doesn't. He's the one person that everybody gives a pass, and I don't understand it. Richard Johnson, how many accounts do I blow up monthly? It depends. Depends on what kind of a month, you know, I want to have. If I'm starting out good or whatever. Sometimes I might blow none. Sometimes I might blow 10, 15, 20. I don't know. So, talking about Cami Capital. He came out with a video that says, you know, the end of Cami Capital. He's not going to stream anymore. He's going to post videos. Well, what videos are you going to post? Like, oh, I'm only going to post videos that of trades that I took that are of value. Hell, I could post a winning trade video every day if I wanted to, but I don't. So essentially, he's just going to post one video a day of his trading strategy where he trades 10 minutes a day. He doesn't want to stream. He's lazy. He's lazy. He's using the excuse that he was let go from Topstep to kind of, you know, I don't know. To me, it's just an excuse. He's been lazy for the last 2 years, and I think if you ask him, he would probably say that. He knows it. He's too busy with his other businesses. So, and he may have other businesses, but those businesses are not paying him what Topstep was paying him. Let's be real. Not very many businesses out there paying you $50,000 a month, which is what he was making from Topstep. So, I don't care who you are. If you lose $50,000 a month in income, that hurts you. So, you would think that would make him, that would kick him into gear. And I think the writing was on the wall at the first of the year, and that's the reason why he came out and said he was going to stream every day of the year. He literally said at the beginning of the year, I'm going to stream every day of the year, you know. And he streamed for like a week and a half or 2 weeks and then disappeared for 3 months. So. And I think it's because he got let go from Topstep, and I don't know. So. Then he started the $0 to $100,000 in payouts with Apex, and I just kind of chuckled. Because I was like, he ain't never going to do that. I don't think he realized how hard that is. So, I don't think he knows how hard that is. He may have to take his own course. Yeah. So, that's difficult to do. 0 to 100,000 in payouts. That's hard to do. Hard to do. I was interested in watching it, though. I was like, wow, let's see if he finishes it. I actually told Husk as soon as he announced it, I was like, he'll never finish that. He'll never do it. So. But anyways, kind of ran over there. Who cares? And again, I don't care. But it is kind of annoying when people like, you know, you get certain people get kind of passes and others don't. I think Patrick even mentioned him the other day, and he was like, oh, Cami Capital mentioned me in his video and was like, I think he posted on Twitter, was like, oh, I should have listened to Patrick when about Topstep. Like, what? All these guys, let's be honest. I want to say what I want to say here. I'm telling you. Every one of these guys were all over Topstep's back. I was going to use a different term. The entire time that they're trading, you know, they're affiliates with them until Topstep lets them go. And then all of a sudden they hate them. They hate Apex when they're with Topstep. They hate everybody else when they're with Topstep. They don't take payouts from Topstep because Topstep don't want them to. And then as soon as they're gone from Topstep, now all of a sudden Apex is pretty cool. Take Profit Trader is pretty cool. You know? All these other prop firms are pretty cool, and Topstep sucks. I don't know. So, it annoys me. It annoys me. It just annoys me. And I get it. It's all about, it's money, right? It's what it's about. It's about money. It's just about money. Pretty big SMT here. No, there's not. I thought there was an SMT, but I was looking at the 5-minute. So, I mean, that's the thing. Patrick's a great marketer. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very good at it. Very good. And you can't hate him for it. I mean, like, you know, hey, at the end of the day, he grew his channel. He's where he's at because of him. So, you got to respect it, right? Got to respect the game. Respect the game there. You can't sell you shit. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You don't agree with Kellyanne on Apex? She helps a lot of traders with payouts. Yeah, I don't know. Kellyanne, I mean, full disclosure, Kellyanne helped me get a payout once. Fast Track was ignoring me, they would not pay me, and she reached out to them. Now, she reached out to him, and Scott paid the wrong person, and he told her that he paid me, but he did not pay me. He paid the wrong person. And then I had Volatility actually help me and reach out to him again a second time, and then I got paid. So, but she did reach out for me because I didn't have contact information for him. So she did help me get, it's about $5,000. So, I don't dislike anything that Kellyanne does, and I don't think that promoting a prop firm that goes under at the end of the day is that big a deal, because I don't see their financials. She doesn't see the financials. You don't see the financials. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he paid the wrong person, Amelia. It was $5,000 too. So he paid someone $5,000 too much or wrong. I don't know. And I don't know if they ever gave the money back. I mean, imagine like you're waiting on a payout from Fast Track. You're waiting on $1,000 and then $5,000 hits your account from Fast Track. I mean, I hope that was someone who got overpaid. I really do. So, one person got paid three refunds. I don't know what he did there. Yeah, Kyle does it too. Kyle was like day before still promoting them. So, that's the thing. It's like, you can promote a prop firm, and whether they go under or not, we have no way of knowing. Now, the June thing and Thrive, I didn't promote them because I didn't like them. I wasn't trading with them. I didn't like them, right? So I really didn't promote them. So, because I knew that June was looking for investors before he started the prop firm, and I knew he didn't have enough capital to make it last if the sales were not great in the beginning of the launch. And they weren't. So, yeah, I didn't get any refunds from them. I did request it. I mean, I was left holding about a $29,000 bag with them. Now, at the end of the day, did I make money in terms of what I spent versus what I got paid? Yes, I made money. So $29,000 was theoretical money, right? Wasn't money that I had gotten in my hand yet, but that's what I lost with them. And it did kind of send me down in a spiral, which I don't feel like I've really recovered from yet. So, not blaming them by any means, but, let's be honest. I was killing it in August, September, October of last year. Those 3 months right there, I was killing it with payouts. And then since then, it's just kind of been like flatline, $3,000-$4,000 a month. So, and that's the thing with the bankruptcy here. I mean, nobody's getting anything from that. Let's be honest. I mean, hopefully nobody's like holding out hope that they are going to get anything, because it's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. But my whole point of this conversation is, I don't like that Patrick is like coming after Kellyanne when he's promoted prop firms that have failed in the past too. So like if you're a golden boy and you've only promoted the top 3 or 4 that have never failed, then you might have room to say something. But if you're not, and you've actually promoted someone that failed too, shut your mouth. That's all. Don't say nothing. Be quiet about it. So, now whether or not Kellyanne brings value to the industry, that's not for me to decide. It's not for him to decide. That's for you guys to decide. If you guys think she brings value and you use her codes and you like her videos, that's for her followers to decide. You other people can have an opinion, but it really doesn't matter if people still like, if they like what she provides, then that's all that matters. I do think it's funny how Patrick is straight calling her out, though, like, you know, and she's not punching back with the fast track thing. That's the first thing I would say. I guess she can't punch back because she did promote fast track 2 at one point until the other stuff, you know, went. Yeah, this chop's not great. I mean, look at it. We're just grinding. If we pop 90, though, I think we can go. I don't like that we put in a lower low here without a higher high. If we don't pop 90 here, then probably going back down. So that's probably going to be the line in the sand there. Oh, let me check out something else. I forgot. Giving back your profits. No, Kofer, don't do it. Don't trade this crap. The only thing I'll say about Kellyanne is, like, do I think she's profitable? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen her trade live. I don't know how she trades. Very easy to manipulate if you don't trade live. But let's be honest. There's a lot of people who post videos who don't trade live. There's the girl Jessie. The guy Jesse. There's Kellyanne. I mean, you can name off probably 10 or 15 people who just don't trade live. But they post videos about trading. Whether or not they're profitable, I have no clue. No idea. I'm sure there's several I'm forgetting. So, you don't think Kellyanne pretends to be profitable? I don't know, Coach Fred. She does show her account sometimes, and she'll be like, okay, I'm green on the day. But I don't think she's ever came out and been like, oh, I'm super profitable or whatever. I have no idea. I don't think. So, are you long or short, Koper? I would like this thing to trade back to the 900, 21,900. He has to just reclaim the 26. That might be what happens here. Hey, where's that? Oh, okay. It's all one. All right. All right, guys. We're in trouble here if you're long. Could just go lower. We don't know. I do think I'm going to call it there, guys. Really. I hate how this does this. You're long? All right. Well, it needs to make a new high here if you're long. All right. But anyways, we're up 393 on the funded account. You guys saw that. We're down daily loss limit on the other account. And we did blow up a Take Profit Trader eval. But we feel okay about the day. I wanted to be careful today. I think I did that on the funded at least. If you guys want to help support the channel, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Please use the codes down in the description of the video, or in the about section of the video, or check the codes. We got a few extra codes in the Discord if you're looking for something different. As always, use MM for every prop firm except for Apex. Apex is myth. Don't use MM for Apex. Don't support someone that we don't know. And guys, enjoy your weekend. We're going to put out some content this weekend. We'll either do probably finishing up the back testing session on that 15-second strategy, and we'll probably start a couple of different videos as well. So, yeah, I agree, Floki. But anyways, you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time. Thanks.